Welcome back to a podcast with me once again. I know it's been a really long time since we've done a podcast with me. Um, there's just been so many things going on with my life that I want you guys to know. Um, I am so happy to be back. I really missed you guys and I missed having to do a podcast. I know it's really weird and it's confusing at first. I was lost at first. I was trying to remember everything. But finally, I got everything. I have the system, I have all the equipment. And I know it might sound weird, it might not sound like it used to, but that's just the program that I'm using. So I apologize for that. Also, if you guys hear my voice kind of weird, that's because I'm sick. My throat is not giving its best, and my nose is really runny. So if I sneeze or cough or anything, I apologize. um, so, anyways, today I just wanted to make this a mini podcast, kind of letting you guys know what's been going on, giving you guys like a recap. We know it's already November and it is almost the end of 2024. Yes, it is almost the end of this year. Like the days and the years and the months, like they go by so fast. Like I remember it was just COVID. Like how is it almost 2025? Like that's insane. Like to me, I think that's so insane. Like anyways, so I want to start off by saying thank you to all those people who supported me at the beginning of this project that I decided to do by myself, continue by myself. I know a lot of you guys know me from the podcast I used to have with my brother, Speaking Life. Unfortunately, that podcast won't be able to continue. Um, I hope, and I know my brother does, we hope that um, someday we can continue on with that podcast. But as for right now, um, things just have gotten a bit different. They've gotten a bit difficult for us to be able to record together. And so, like right now, I'm just going to be doing my podcast in my personal account or in this account. And so I just hope that you guys follow me. I hope you guys keep supporting me. And I know we will do great things in this podcast. I want to talk about a lot of different things and topics. I know this podcast used to be called In Between Girls, and as you could notice, I changed my cover and my name to In Between Us. I want this podcast to be more of a not only for girls but for everyone who needs some good advice to hear, basically. I know for sure that I had good advice in my life, and I want you guys to also be part of this good advice of living a healthy life, of getting to know different point of views of different people's lives. And so that's basically like the major topic about this podcast. But I mean, who says we can't have fun? Who says we can't have food in here? Like, yes, we can. We won't be doing like them ASMRs, but anyways. So I want to get started first as how this year has gone. Um, I could say this year has been a whole roller coaster for me, and I'm pretty sure it has been for several people. Um, it just kind of went by so fast, and in that fast timing, like a lot of things happened. And so at first, I know I started this podcast like around I checked on the last video and it said I had posted the last video. I posted it 5 months ago. So we are November, right? November, October, September, August, July, June. So it was like around May was the last video I posted. So it has been a while. Um, but now we are finally back. Um, so yeah, like a lot of things have been changing. I remember like I went to convention and I was so excited to let people know about me and my brother's podcast. We're gonna do a lot of interviews. We're gonna do a lot of short videos about like kind of how our convention went. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do that. We were just so involved in the stuff that like we didn't have any time. We would have to go to practices and stuff. So we had like no time at all. And then, well, later that same month, I think, or no, on the next month, April, I know my brother had mentioned you guys that he had gotten engaged, so he got married. And so I think that's where our podcast started kind of falling apart. It's just, how people have things way more important that they have to do. And I, I would say that marriage is a big thing. Like, it's a major change in your life. And so it was a big thing for him. And so he would have less time now. And so obviously recording a podcast did take a lot of time. And so I think that was like one of the things. And then about May, June, we found out that we were moving away. It was a tough decision for my parents. I know it was a tough decision, especially for my dad. At first, I was like, oh my gosh, we're moving. But then it kind of started hitting me, and it was like, oh my gosh, we're like literally moving. And so it was kind of hard for everyone, especially because we had just been so used to the people and the place that we just never thought we would ever leave. Like, we were like, we're already buying a house, we're trying to open a business here, like there's no way they will like send us back or send us somewhere else. And so just out of the nowhere, they were like, hey, we have a spot for you here in El Paso. You want to take it? You want to leave it? And so my dad obviously took it. My dad is a pastor, so we obviously come, like, I'm originally sorry, from here, from El Paso. But I left because my dad got his first church in Jacksonville, Texas. It's East Texas. And so I lived there 7 years of my life. So I was 8 when I left, and so I came back when I was 15. I think 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes, 15. And then, like, it was so strange because we just never thought we would ever come back, and especially come back to the same city to be in the same church we used to be in. But now, like, my dad was a pastor, and like before he wasn't. Like, we would just be in that church, we would just go to that church. And so it was a whole big deal. It definitely caused a lot of emotions to run out. Like, I was happy, but I was sad, and I was nervous, but I was excited, but I was everything. Like, I'm saying, when I found out I was coming, when it was official, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm literally going back. And like, when we recently moved, like, I would like go out with my parents and stuff like that, and I would just be like, oh my gosh, like, I actually live here. Like, I'm not visiting, I'm not on vacation like the other day. Like, I actually live here now. And it was just so insanely crazy. Like, I just couldn't believe it. And so it was hard. Um, Obviously, my parents kind of struggled economically for a bit because, I mean, my dad did quit, and so money. I mean, we need money for everything, and so it was kind of hard for like my parents, especially. And so also we couldn't find a place. We were staying with my sister, and like a lot of places required my dad to be working here for like a time now, and well, we had just moved here, so obviously we couldn't like buy or rent any house. But thank God that we officially found a place, which is where we are right now. And I'm just, I would say I am officially stabled here. At first, I was like, as I was telling you guys, like it was so shocking. I couldn't believe I actually lived here. But I think right now, the idea of actually living here has already set in my mind. And I guess I've already just kind of gotten used to it because I mean I've always been used to being here. I mean I'm from here and I would always come here to visit my family. But I mean living here it's a whole complete different thing. And so yeah. But now like I've already gotten used to the idea, you know? And so that happened. And so right now, obviously that church got hit pretty hard. Um, it was um, difficult for the people there. They suffered a big division, and it was really shocking for them. And so right now, what we're trying to work on is just trying to rebuild that confidence and rebuild that like teamwork um, that they were lacking, you know. And so we're just trying to get the people going, and we're trying to obviously spread the word of God and telling people that there is a Savior, that there is a God that exists, that created us, and that He loves us. And so, I mean, obviously, this is still a whole process, but it's not as bad as it used to be at the beginning. I think the idea has already been set in our minds, and so now it's like oh we are, like it's a responsibility that we already know we have. Like it's not something that we struggle in because we already know we have to, you know. And so yeah, everything has been going great lately. We've been having good results. um yeah, I'm not gonna say things are easy. I mean, things do be difficult, but I mean, I have trust in God, and I know my family does too. We have been trusting God that He will get us through. So yeah, we've been just working a lot. Um, I think that's the only big thing going on. I mean, which is what like the main reason why we stopped recording. We stopped doing our podcast. Um, I guess another thing for me is my school. Obviously, new place, new school, new people, new friends. It has been hard for me to make new friends because obviously, um, like a lot of the people are outside of church, and I'm used to being with people inside of church. And so, like, the only people I usually hang out with are like my cousins. And it's kind of hard to hang out with them since they live in Juarez and I'm over here in El Paso. And so, like, their lives, they have busy schedules, and like I have busy schedules, and so it's kind of hard to go out or plan something. And so it just has been a whole um like I would say a whole roller coaster for me. Like sometimes I'm like happy, I'm excited, sometimes I'm so ready, and then sometimes I just feel like I'm so down. Like sometimes I'm like when did I end up here? Like, why? But then I think about it and I'm like, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be wherever God sends me. And I know that God has a purpose for my life, the life of my families. And as well, I know that God has a purpose for every one of you guys' lives. Um, and so, yeah, that's basically what has been going on. Um, I've been trying just to kind of get myself put together. Um, I'm trying to get myself a little more, um, how do you say it? Like more frequent, more fluent in my new instruments because I don't play the piano as much anymore. But I have been trying to get to know my ukulele more, and so I'm pretty thankful for that. And I've just been trying to concentrate on what I like to do, singing, um, painting. I've been painting lately a lot too. It's just things that relax me, and besides going out with my friends, which I can't do anymore, this is what I do usually in my free time when I don't have like homework or stuff like that. But usually it's just trying to stay focused in school. Obviously, a lot of things for school changed as well. Um, my credits, like I need more credits now. I have to be very like focused in all my work. I have to be focused in what I want to be. I'm like close to graduating, and I have to pay attention, or not pay attention, but like I have to be more like I have to know what I want to do now that the time gets closer. And so I think this is a very important decision people take in their lives, and so that's another big thing that I've been trying to do. Um, so yeah, that's basically what has been going on for my 2024. I know that 2024 is kind of rough on some people as well. I remember my friend, she would tell me before like 2023 ended, like around, what was it, like around the end of 2023 and like the beginning of 2024, somewhere around that time. And she would tell me like I sense a lot of change like around me, and I'm like it's probably like a good change, like I don't know, like you're gonna get a new car or something. Like I was like, that's probably a good change. And she would tell me, she was like, I feel so off about it, like something big is gonna happen. And it was so weird because like I didn't know I was gonna move, and we were so close that when I told her, I was like I didn't know how to tell her. I knew she had to be the first person to know, but I just didn't know how to tell her, especially because we would go out all the time, and I mean church was our first priority. Try to be um, we would try to improve ourselves more together, and I have a lot of happy memories with her. And so it was a really tough decision once I moved here. But things happen for a reason. And so yeah, that's my recap of 2024 and my reasons for not recording. I know you might say like, Jade, that's no excuse, Jade. I know, but now that I'm gonna have more time, and now that the holidays are coming, more vacations are happening, more free time, now that I don't go out as much, um, I'll be able to record more for you guys. I'm gonna try to bring in more guests. I do want to bring I remember me and my cousin tried to do this one podcast one time, and I was listening to it because I still have it, and I was listening to it, and I'm like, this is such a bad podcast. Like, we need to get ourselves together. So I want to bring my family in, people I know. I want to bring them in, give them like a mini interview, and I want you guys to listen to their testimonies, their point of views, like their life side. Some people have tough lives, but they managed to get themselves in the right, path. And that's all I want you guys to be. I want you guys to be um I want you guys to be a better version of yourself. I want you guys to live a healthier life. There's a lot of ways to live a healthy life in a fun way. Like, you don't have to be like I mean, it's different for every people, right? But like, you don't have to be a whole like gym addict. Like I mean, some people it does work. Like, I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing. I really like going to the gym, but you don't have to be like a whole like, oh, gym is my everything. Like, you don't have to be like that, or you don't have to be like reading and studying the whole time. Like for some people it works, and I mean that's a good thing. But I mean, you can level things. You can hang with the right people, and I just want you guys to know and to learn about the people. And so as for me, I mean, I think I kind of already told you guys a bit of me. Um, I just, I mean, I don't really have anything important or anything like big, you guys know. I mean, mostly all my life, I've been trying to stay in the right path. And out of all the people that have supported me and that have um, given me advice, like, they've helped me so much that I want to give this advice to you guys as well. And so I don't want you guys to only listen to me, but I also want you guys to listen to what other people say, like other lifestyles that people have had, you know. And so I'm just so glad to be able to be back again with you guys. Um, it's been crazy lately. It has. I won't say it hasn't, but um, things are not impossible. Some things are not impossible, and so we are finally back. I will try to post as often as I can. I know for a fact I will try to post next week, and I'll try to post again this week, and then I'll post next week. Um, Also, I want to give you guys kind of like like some new stuff that I've been doing. I did now that I'm new to the school, I decided to try out something new, and I decided to get into the golf team. And so we've been playing, and I just want you guys to know how it's like. And so I want you guys to hear that as well. And so there's like so many things, so many topics that you guys can listen to here in my podcast. And I just want you guys to continue to listening to my podcast. I want you guys to follow me, like, comment. If you have any questions, any podcast ideas, any like people that you want to see in my channel, or like a certain type of person that you want to see in my podcast, or just any kind of idea or topic. I know right now I have I posted a story about questions and comments. So if you guys want to go see my Instagram story, and leave a comment there, like, if you guys don't want me to mention you, it's fine. If you guys want me to mention you and like kind of give a shout out, like, I would totally would do it. I love you guys so much, and I'm really grateful for all of you and for all the support that you guys give me. And so yeah, I'm really happy to be back, and I hope to see you guys in my next podcast. God bless you guys. See you.